dining room, the beast waited for me to join him for dinner. Master, so we there. This girl, she'll be the one to break the spell. She'll always see me as a monster. Come here and sit down. Well, back in the village, Maurice begged for help to rescue me from a horrible beast. The crowd laughed, convinced that he was crazy. But Gaston was thinking up a terrible plan. Well, back at the castle, I had skipped dinner, and I was now hungry. And do you remember when my friend Lumiere sang the song? Oh, guests are guests. Remember that song? And so he invited me to come down to dinner, and just then I saw all sorts of dancing forks and spoons and plates and a sugar bowl, and they were all entertaining me. Well, I kind of escaped a little bit early, and I started to wander off through the castle. And I went into a room, and what did I find? Flowers. And just then, the beast came inside, and he said, "What are you doing in the west wing?" And I got really scared, and I left, and I ran outside, even though I knew I wasn't supposed to leave, that I changed places with my father, but I couldn't be there anymore. He wasn't very nice to me. So I ran out the door, and just then, wolves and bats came out again, and they were trying to grab at me. And just then the beast came back. Shoot, 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 exactly. And the beast came back and he saved me. Shoot. That's it. And the beast came and he saved my life. And he pulled off the wolves, and the wolves started scratching at the beast, and they actually hurt him. Do you remember when they clawed him right on the shoulder and he was hurt and he fell down? Yeah. Well, I knew at that point that if I was ever going to leave, this would be my time to escape. She is right. Well, just then I saw the beast, and I saw that the beast was hurting, so I wanted to help him. When you guys fall down and get hurt, does your mom help you? Yeah. Just put a Band-Aid on it and clean your wound a little bit, your owie. Well, that's what I decided to do to the beast. And so Felice gave my right hand. And just then, the injured beast, I took him back to the castle. And do you know what he said to me? Thank you. That was the first time I ever heard him say really nice words to me, like please or thank you. And I started to see that the beast actually, you know what? He was actually a pretty nice guy underneath it. A really nice guy. And I started seeing the beast, and he was starting to. Do you remember when he fed all the birds, and they were chirping all over him? And I started to see that he was really good underneath. So I saw something inside him. There's something sweet and almost kind. He was mean, he was coarse and unrefined, and now he's dear and so unsure. I wonder why I didn't see it there before. And the beast started to really like me as well. And it was really, really fun. He started to take me to dinner. He started using his manners and using a fork and his spoon the right way. Do you have a question? We're going to find out at the end. But for now, we started to share a dance together. And he was just a really nice person. And the next day, remember when he gave me the library? That beautiful library with all those books that I got to read anytime I wanted? And he asked me if I was happy. And I told him that I was happy, except I missed one person. Who did I miss? Your father. That's Grace, my father. I missed him so much. And he told me that I could go and see my father. He let me leave. I didn't have to stay there anymore. So, there I went. I left. And I went to find my father, and I brought him home, and I took care of him. And then there was a knock at the door. Who was it? Gaston! It was Gaston! son, and he said, I'm here to take your crazy father to the asylum. We'll find out. Well, when I used the magic mirror to show the beast to the crowd, Gaston left and he knew he had to go and kill the beast. Kill the beast. So he brought everyone from the town to go and kill that beast. Oh no! Well, just then all the enchanted objects, they started to assault them, and Gaston searched the halls until he found the beast. At that very moment, I escaped from the cellar and I began riding to the castle. I knew I had to find the beast. Just as I and my father arrived, Gaston fired an arrow and hit the beast, and the beast got hurt. No, I cried, and I charged into the castle. I had come back with the new hope that the beast began to fight. When I reached them, the beast had Gaston by the throat. Let me go, cried Gaston. And the beast felt sorry for Gaston and he released him. That wasn't a very good idea because the next second, Gaston stabbed the beast. And the beast was hurt. And then Gaston tripped and he fell off the balcony of the castle. Well, the beast collapsed right in my arms. You came back, said the beast. At least I got to see you one last time. I began to cry in the beast's room. The last petal of the rose fell. And just before it hit the ground, I said to the beast 3 important words. I love you. And just then the beast transformed back into a human, back into the prince. And he said, Belle, it's me. And the spell had been broken, and Mrs. Potts and Chip turned back into humans, and the prince asked me to marry him. And everyone in the kingdom lived happily ever after. Give your